Hey all, welcome to this installation video for Flutter and Tools Windows Setup. Now, to save both of us some time, I have gone ahead and downloaded everything that we need. And now I'm just going to open up my browser to show you how to get each of those. So firstly, to get Flutter, we go to flutter.dev here, and then click Get Started. I'm going to choose Windows because that is our platform. And also, after we get in here, we need to open up the Git in a new tab. And let's go down. If you click here, your Flutter will download. So go ahead and click this. Next, let us go to the Git and download the Git for your appropriate system. If your system is 32-bit, go ahead and download 32-bit. If your system is 64-bit, go ahead and download 64-bit. Now, with these two being downloaded, I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to Visual Studio Code. Click the first link. And then just click here to download the Visual Studio Code. Now, let's go to Android Studio, Downloads, and then click here to download the Android Studio. Now, lastly, we need Java. Now, a lot of students have faced before where having issues downloading Java. It is pretty easy. Just write Java 11 download. Java archive downloads. Let's go here. So this is the downloading section for Java 11. Now, if I come down, we have Windows x64 installer. I click here, and then you can click download. Now, if you have never logged into this website before, you will be prompted to log in or sign up. Please go ahead and do that and then download it. So I'll close my browser and I have everything here. Now I'll start with Git first. If I double click on Git, yes, next. It's just the next installation. I do not want to see the release note. Finish. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started with Flutter, but before that, let us install things that are directly installable. So I'm going to start up here with the VS Code. Next. We are done with Visual Studio Code, and I do want to launch it actually because I'm going to install some extension that we'll be needing later on. Now we are up here in Visual Studio Code. Let us go to this extension panel. Firstly, I'm going to write here Flutter. Install Flutter. Now Flutter is a package that comes together with Dart. So it will prompt you to install Dart, which you will click yes. All right, so Flutter is done, installation, Flutter and Dart. Now we can download some quality of life improvement extensions. For example, if I write material, we have material icon and the theme, both of which I need. So let us go ahead. I'm going to click on material icon theme and also activate it. Then let's go to this community item material theme and install it. Now, from all this theme, personally, I do like to use material theme darker high contrast. This is the theme I like. If you do not like this theme, you can go to settings, go to color theme, and then choose again whatever you like. Okay, so these were the three most important extensions. So now I'm just going to close it off, install Android Studio. Yes. Next, next, next. All right, we're done. Next, let us start Android Studio. So open up Android Studio. Okay. Now I do want to give everything to default. You just need to do some configuration and then we'll be done. Yes, go ahead, send it to Google. Next, standard. My bad. Next, I do want to keep the Dracula. I hate myself a light theme. Android SDK platform. All right, just click next. Now, by the way, before you click finish, one thing important is this is your location for the Android SDK. Please do keep in mind. Next, finish. Please go ahead and click yes. We are done installing Android Studio. So let us go ahead and finish. Click finish. Now, this was only the first part of setting up Android Studio. We still have 2 more steps to go. So I'm going to click more action, or if you have any setting button here, please go ahead and click that. And then you will see SDK Manager and AVD Manager. Firstly, we will click SDK Manager. We need these to download all necessary tools for Android Studio. So go to SDK Tools. Here, we need Android SDK command line and all the Google buttons here. So Google Play, Google Play, Google Play, Google Play, Google Play, Google Play. Now, very important. If you do have an AMD processor, go ahead and install the Android emulator hypervisor driver for AMD processors. Install this only you have an AMD processor, a Ryzen-based system or so. I do not have any. I'm using an Intel-based system, so I have Intel x86 emulator accelerator, HAXM. Now, I'm just going to repeat myself again. If you have AMD, install this. If you have Intel, install this. Now, apply. Okay. Accept. Next. It should be installing automatically. Okay, so we are now done installing all the SDK necessary command line tools. Let's click finish. Apply. Okay. Now I'm just going to go to more actions again. Click AVD Manager. And then we need to create a virtual device. This virtual device will be shown on the screen, a virtual Android phone, where you can test all your apps and necessary tools. So click ahead. I will choose a Pixel 3a. Make sure you have this play button here. It's very important, either a Pixel 4, Pixel 3a, Pixel 3, or whatsoever. But make sure you have this Google Play button. So click next. I need to download this Android API level 30 version. And now this is the last part of Android Studio installation. And certainly it was the longest part of all the installation, which will be done pretty quick. And then we can get started and start building apps. Alright, we are done installing all the necessary files for Android Studio and certainly done with the longest part of this video. Let's click finish. You're gonna choose this, click next, click finish. Now it says that Hexam was not installed, so I'll just go ahead and install Hexam. If you have an AMD system, you will not have this. Yes. Finish. I'm done. Let's close it. Close this too. Now, the last part, JDK. Let's go ahead and double click it. Click yes. Next. Please do remember this path, C, program files, Java, JDK. Click next. Close. Now, if we go to local disk C, we'll have program files here where we can locate Java, JDK, bin. Now, we need to get this path here, C, program files, Java, JDK, bin. Control C to copy it. Now, if you go to this search place and click env, edit the system environment variables, click enter. Environment variables, come to this path, system variables, click edit, click new, and Control V to paste it. Okay, alright. Okay, we are done with Java and we are certainly done with everything. Lastly, we just have Flutter now. Now to check if we have installed JDK properly, go ahead and click CMD and write here JAVAC, Java. Alright, Java is properly installed. Now the last part, Flutter. We are done with everything, Git, JDK, Android Studio, VS Code. For the last part, go ahead to 7-zip. Now to extract Flutter, double click here, and with 7-zip, I can just extract files. Okay. Now, if you do not have this 7-zip, 7-zip is an extraction software which you can download by clicking 7-zip. Go to downloads and then click on your appropriate system, 64-bit or 32-bit. Go ahead and click download and then it will download and then you can just click it to install. It's one-click install, don't worry. So we are done with extracting Flutter. Now if I open up this folder, this Flutter, I need to, let's cut it. Go to this PC, C, users. Now please choose the folder anything other than public. So do not go to public. Do not go to public. For my case, I'll use Nuaiman Ashik, my name. It should be anything for your system. For me, it's my name. So I'll just click my name, go to documents, and paste it here. So just Flutter here. You can have everything else, doesn't matter. I just do not want those two folders. So Flutter, go to bin. Now, copy this path, Control C, and the same thing again. Click here, click env, edit system variables, go to environment variables, then for user variable for Nuaiman Ashik, click path, edit, new, Control V to paste it. Okay. Also, I'm going to do the same for this path, edit, new, Control V. Okay. Okay. All right, done. So now we are done installing Flutter and all the necessary tools. Now, just to verify ourselves, I'm going to open up a CMD, click Flutter Doctor. All right, so Flutter is here. Now Flutter is going ahead and installing some necessary tools, and then we're going to check if everything is all right. All right, so here are all the issues or everything that we have regarding Flutter. Firstly, for the Android toolchain, it's very important that you install JDK that I have shown before. Now, please go ahead and copy this line here, Flutter Doctor space dash dash Android dash licenses. Control C to copy it. Come here and paste it. Click enter. Now this is a license agreement which you have to agree in order to use Flutter properly with the Android emulator. So click Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter. All right, we are done. Now if I click the up arrow, I can go to Flutter Doctor again. So now everything is properly installed other than Chrome. I haven't installed Chrome yet, so that's why it's giving a cross. If you have Chrome on your system, it will be a tick sign too, and everything will be all right. Please go ahead and install Chrome if you haven't already. Now, I'm just going to close it. All right, so now with Flutter installed properly, it's the time to open up VS Code and run our first app and also see how to make our first app. So, I want to open VS Code. I'll use this folder here to have my new project. So I'm just going to drag this folder here. Now you can see in my folder view, I already have one app here, first app. Also, I'll show you how to bring this app. If I open up this folder, you can see we have a first app here. Whenever we want to work with an app, we will drag the app inside the VS Code. And when we will make a new app, for that we want to take this mother folder into the VS Code. All right. So now, because we want to make a new app, I drag the whole folder here, the mother folder. And now I can press Control tilde. Tilde is the button just under escape. Now in this terminal view, we have problems, output, debug console terminal. Here we will write our command to make a new Flutter project. For that, we are going to write Flutter create, let's say, hello underscore world. Now important, every letter in this word, in this sentence, has to be smaller case. Also, the only type of space that you can use within a project name is underscores. So hello underscore world underscore 1 2 3 whatever. But everything has to be small, and Flutter and create must have spaces after them. Alright, so now I can press enter. And as you can see, we have a new app here, hello world. So what have we learned? When we want to make a new app here, Flutter create something, first we drag the whole folder. Now we type here Flutter create something, and then we have something here. Then we open up the mother folder, my bad, and drag that something into the VS Code. All right. Now we are in the project view where we have our folder structures. Mostly we will be needing Android, iOS, lib, and popspec.yaml. We do not need the other folders a lot. Android has all the files necessary for the Android part of the app. iOS has so and so forth for the iOS part. Web has so and so forth for the web part. And popspec.yaml is a configuration file where we pass different address to where we have saved assets and so third-party packages and plugins. Also, for the lib folder, lib stands for library, we will save all our Dart files here so that we can build our app however we please. And lastly, if you haven't installed the extensions yet, please go ahead and install all this for extensions. Now, I'll go back, open up main.dart. Here, you can see that Flutter has detected Edge as my web output, which I want to change to be a Pixel 3a. Also, one thing to remember, because I have opened VS Code quite a few minutes ago, the analyzer has done analyzing. If you have just opened up VS Code in the project view, you will see something going here, analyzing. So the internal analyzer of VS Code will be analyzing for errors and check for the bugs in the code and so on. Whenever you open up your emulator, first you wait for the analyzer to finish and then you click run. So here on our code, we have run. If we click it, voila, our app will be up and running in no time now. Something to keep in mind. When you will run your very first Flutter app into your new emulator, it will take a very long time to install because as you can see here, it's accepting some licenses for the SDK platform. It installs some tools for under the skin performance and so on and so forth. So it takes some time. But eventually, all the next app that you will build, for example, if I make a new app now, it will install pretty fast, quite a few times faster than this one. Why? Because in the very first app, the emulator first installs and downloads some tools for it for its future uses as well. So with that being said, now we have our first app, which we can click. That's nice. Also, let's check the hot reload functionality. Let's change it to red. And Control save it. All right, that is looking very nice. So with all of this, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.